Yo, what's good, everybody? It's your boy Mitty, and we are back again, finally, for episode 3 of our NCAA 22 rebuild on the NCAA 14 college football revamped mod. I'm still considering adding in those two other mods we talked about in the last episode, one for off-season progression and one for adding in the playoff so we could get even more realism. But last episode we lost to Florida kind of embarrassingly, and I went ahead and played against South Alabama, who we handled pretty convincingly. Not as bad as you could imagine, though. And now we have another huge game coming up against the Georgia Bulldogs. And again, being NCAA 22, they are clearly the best team in real life, and they're one of the best teams in the game. So it's a big matchup for us, especially already having one loss in the SEC. We're really going to have to start our comeback if we want to make a big bowl game, or perhaps the playoffs if we add that mod in. They're ranked number 6. They're undefeated. We're going to go for the upset here in Neyland Stadium. All right, coming out here on our first drive, we won the coin toss and took the ball. Milton leading the offense out. He hasn't been anything more than we could have expected. He hasn't had a great season, but he's gotten us where we need to be. Our offense was lacking earlier in the season, so we'll see if maybe he can pick up his arm. But his legs are coming into use, I'll tell you that much. All right, after that first down carry, we are back on the field again here. Evans, just a stud at running back. We're going to try the pass here. Sling it into Hyatt for 8 yards, our most reliable option at receiver and also our fastest. He's, I believe, Brad just said, the leading receiver in the conference. 2nd and 2 now. Another passing play here. It's the play action as we've worked on the run. And no one really opened. Milton lucky to get it away. Now it's 3rd and short. All right, we picked up the 3rd on the ground with Evans. Now we're back out in another passing formation, audibling to the run since there's really no one in the box on that left side, and Evans just going to take that all day for free, 9 yards. What a stud. Well, looks like Milton's getting aggressive here. Wants to run the hurry up. We like taking shots on 2nd and short, as you know from the last video. He's making his audibles now. What's he going to do here? Drops back. Looking, lets it fly deep to Hyatt. Oh, and he just misses him. The throw power is there as it always is, but his accuracy is still lacking. We just missed a touchdown. Now we're coming out in our signature Maryland I on 3rd and 1 to just power over the defense. One of the best defenses in the country, and we get it with ease. All right, it's been a sweet first drive so far. We want to keep this momentum up. Going to pass it. Safe throws only. We don't want to take a deep shot now that we're in enemy territory right here. Oh, what a pass from Milton. Tight end Warren drops that one. That's tough. All right, 2nd and 10. We're going back to our bread and butter here, thinking about the run. Maybe draw him in since we've been passing, so we're going to go draw. Needs 1v1 there, and the Georgia linebacker, not sure who that is. Nakobe Dean, of course, makes the tackle on us. All right, this is our biggest play of the game so far, 3rd and 10, trying to get more points than a field goal here. Had someone open, and just the accuracy again from Milton is just piss poor. So we're going to have to attempt a field goal and miss. But luckily we did get pick 6 or something, as you just saw in the Super Sim. So we're actually on top here with the ball back, so now we can really ease into our running offense. Start out here on 1st down with one to our workhorse Evans, who has space, and another quick 9 yards like he seems to get every time he touches the ball. The hurry-up offense, 2nd and short. You know what the coordinator's calling in here. It's got to be a shot play. Fake the run. Looking for a receiver. He has one. It's Hyatt over the middle. And he's tackled there after a gain of 24. Another good play call. Nice throw this time out of Milton. Moving the ball again here. Pretty deep into Tennessee territory on the 38-yard line. Coming out passing again. We don't want to come out like conservative, especially with the ball. And there's Peyton off a great toss, staying in the pocket. Joe Milton trying to be more of that dynamic quarterback we need, someone who can make deep throws with pressure in his face. And now let's go back to what we do best, run the ball right at the Georgia defense. Let's see what we can do. Oh, and it looks like Hooker's in. Milton shaking up on that play. We'll see how long he's out here in a minute. Looked like a concussion, if I had to guess. All right, with Milton still out of the game and us not really trusting Hooker too much, we go to the Wildcat with Evans behind center. We're going to send motion here. We've showed this before, but it's open. And that sets up even more that we can do out of the Wildcat while we see what's wrong with our starting quarterback. 3rd and 2 on the 10-ish yard line here. Milton, you can see, is back in the game. He is completely fine, but we're going to go with our heavy package here and just try to ram it up again. Tons of room for Evans, and he easily gets the first, and now we got 1st and goal. All right, after a miscue on 1st down, we have 2nd and goal, running the read option. We know that Milton has legs when he needs them, but doesn't need them there. Great give, key on right up the middle, and now it's 3rd from the 1-yard line. Looks like we're doing our hurry up Indy 0 here, going for the QB sneak. We actually get the defense to jump, which will move us about 6 inches closer here if we want to try it again. We're going all in on our main guy, Evans, here, not sneaking it. We have the great O-line and one of the best running backs in the entire conference. Trying to flip the play here. Clock's running down. Send the motion. Can we just get it off? Evans gets tackled at the goal line. And now we have to make a decision. We're going with the hurry up. Milton, is he going to switch to his patented QB sneak? He does. And he's in! The Vols are on top, 14-zip, in the middle of the 2nd quarter. All right, a quick 3 and out from our defense, and we're back on the field again with still 4 minutes left in the 2nd quarter. Going back to the read option, and it gets swallowed, but Milton somehow gets out of that from behind the line of scrimmage. 2nd and inches. Are they going to go for another shot here? It looks like it. They're hurrying up. Milton's sending signals out to Hyatt. Let's see if they're ready for it this time. Drops back. Looking, has one-on-one on Milton. They're on Hyatt. And Amir speed has speed. Stays with our 98 speed receiver in one-on-one coverage. Milton took the shot. That's really just a punt. It's picked. Low risk play there, but now 3rd and inches, and we come out ready to run it up the gut. And an easy 1st down and more for Evans. Breaks a tackle. Come on, baby. Out to the 37. He has got it 62 yards early in the 1st half. All right, we ended up having to punt on the last drive and ended up giving a field goal to Georgia. We have 1 minute and 3 timeouts, though, so we're going to see if we can get some points out of this. The alert pass, Hyatt's open. He had space there, maybe shouldn't have cut it back, but that's a big gain on 1st down. They don't want to burn the timeouts just yet, so running again with the hurry-up offense here. Milton's kind of picked up his arm in the 2nd quarter. Let's see if he keeps it up here, rolls out to his right. Throws it and badly missed and probably misread as well. Lucky to not be intercepted there.
2nd down, 10 yards to go. Ball on the 41.
All right, back out on 2nd down. Hopefully the nerves are calmed. We actually run this ball to Evans for 4 or 5 yards. Still have 3 timeouts, and of course the clock stops on 1st downs in college football. So all the time in the world here to try and keep driving and leave no time for the Bulldogs. Play action, looking, has them over the middle. It's Peyton again, who's had a big game, over to the 30-yard line. They used their 1st time out there. But what another great throw from Milton.
Both middle linebackers were coming, and he stayed calm and delivered the football for a new set of downs.
All right, only 22 seconds left now. Getting close to the red zone. We still have 2 more timeouts, so we can still run if we need to. The defense isn't giving it to us. We're going to pass, though. Milton drops. Lets it go to Hyatt. And they lose the one-on-one battle there. And speed is just locking up Hyatt. It's kind of showing his weakness for one of the first times this season, but not everyone is Georgia's defense, so hopefully we'll be good. Coming out again with the pass, trying to get at least something for our kicker, if not a touchdown. He has him open, throws it to Warren, and he gets tackled at the 15. They use another timeout. Clock would have stopped probably poor clock management there. But they still have a timeout. They're on the 15-yard line. Let's see if they can score a touchdown. Milton checks into the pistol, probably looking to pass it deep here. He has Hyatt one-on-one on the outside. He always likes that matchup. Drops, looking, throws it. Ooh, and another tough throw, trying to force it to our playmaker on the outside, Hyatt. That's a risk we should not be taking, but it did leave just enough time to run another play, maybe two, but right now we're just going to try and get closer because our kicker has been very unreliable this season. Well, looks like Milton sees something and he audibles. He's looking for the throwback. He throws it. Oh, and Hyatt drops it on contact. He got absolutely tattooed. 3 seconds left. We make the field goal, thankfully. Kicker is not the greatest in the country. And now we're in the third quarter. Back out again on offense. I don't know how we got the ball. Oh, no, they had the ball just now. Evans up the gut, breaks a couple tackles, and he makes another 13-yard gain on first down. He's just a steak. Read option again. Milton trying to finally break loose one of these, and he's just not fast enough to beat out that D-line from Georgia. Down tired. All right, 3rd and 11, trying to avoid a 3-and-out here. Milton audibles to the same play he called earlier. Has Hyatt again. Oh, but he tries to go back to Evans, and it's a terrible decision. Speed, who's been tearing us up all day, finally gets a pick. He sets Georgia up in great field position to try and cut it to one possession. And that was just a dog-watered, piss shit throw. And our stout defense holds them to a field goal again, so we still have a 2-possession cushion, but we really can't be throwing the ball like that, so we're just going to try and trust Evans, run the clock out. If we have to give up a score, we don't want to have much time left after. All right, another 3rd down here. See if we can extend the game longer. The read option still is not fooling anyone on that side of the ball. So we're going to have to punt that away, unfortunately, but hopefully our defense stands strong. And they do just that. So now it is our ball again. We're pinned deep, but still up 11 with a minute left now in the 3rd quarter. We're going to try and pass it out of our own end zone. Ooh. That was a very questionable play call by the offensive coordinator, Godfrey Slatt. But we're just going to forget he called that because nothing bad happened. And it is 2nd and 10. Evans goes left, has a few blockers, cuts it up, and he gets a 20-yard gain, one of his longer rushes of the season. Definitely his longest one of the day. He's over 100. Century Club. All right, 1st and 10 again. Can the Vols keep running the clock out with the lead over the number 6 undefeated Georgia Bulldogs and get their first SEC win of the season and of Godfrey Slatt's career? They're running it to Evans. Again, up the middle. Has space, cuts a little. That was a quick little stop and go by Tion Evans for another 7. Really making a case to be that Doak Walker, I believe is what it's called, running back of the year. Comments? All right, I was so disgusted with how we finished that last drive that I didn't want to show it, but our defense did hold them again. So now we're into the 4th quarter, up 2 possessions, and we're just going to run it now. It's all Evans. Let's see if he can get to 200 yards and see if we can hold Georgia Bulldogs to under 10 points. Out again on 2nd down. Chew clock is enabled now, trying to run the clock out. Looks like it's going to be, yep, a delay of game. I think he accidentally called a pass in the huddle, tried to audible out of it, and just a bunch of confusion or something. But not a bad penalty because we ran out every second we could, at least off the play or game clock. All right, back out on 2nd. Let's avoid another delay of game here. And we just get it off. Evans up the middle for 4 or 5 yards. And it'll be 3rd down now. That penalty did end up costing us a few yards here that we could use to help close this game out. All right, big play. Crowd's quiet. Let's see if Evans can get it up the middle. Had blockers. Had space. They need just a yard to probably close this one out. The coach is going to do it. Offense is back on the field. They're probably going to go with their signature QB sneak. Oh, and it looks like they're calling a screen here. Decent play call, but very risky. He's trusting Milton, who's been accurate in the second half. They snap it. He's wide open. He gets him. Could have been a lot more, but that's definitely a first down. God, what a genius offensive coordinating play call. Milton's stats really not showing how great of a game he's had. He's only 7 for 20, but he's made some huge throws, and now he can basically just run every second off this clock, given that they have to score twice. All right, we pick up the first, and now we're coming on 2 minutes, and as long as we just hold on to the ball, this is pretty much just a victory lap. Well, fingers crossed, as Georgia starts using their timeouts right there. Not sure what light of fire skill activated means. Always pops up. I'll have to look into that. Just keep feeding him. He's got blockers again. Close to that first. Now first down here basically seals it. Georgia's out of timeouts. All right. Here it basically is right here. We're just going to run it right at him. Evans just gets it. Interesting cut there, but pick up the first, and that's going to seal it. All right. Driven it a little further. 5 seconds left on the clock here. Just give it off to Evans, and we defeat the number 6 Georgia Bulldogs. Suck it. It's a big win for us. Definitely our biggest win of our career. Probably our biggest game of the season unless we somehow make it to the SEC championship. But now we're 1-1 in the conference. I would not be surprised if we're ranked after beating them, a top 10 team, pretty handily. Our defense is playing out of its mind, which I got to shake the D coordinator's hand on that. But there's our coach stats for the game. Obviously, we want to be able to upgrade that skill tree since we started from level 0. Let's look at the stats a little more in depth. As I said, we know Milton was better than his stats showed. No touchdowns, but pretty much made the throws he needed. Evans just tore it up, 159 yards on a 5-yard average, 49 yards after contact. That's why we want to power back here, baby. Hyatt, pretty good game. Didn't really throw the ball too much or need to. And there's our defense, who really just all around seems so balanced. It's hard to pick one out. Our middle linebacker is having a great season, I believe. That's it for us. As we check out, looks like they're starting JT Daniels. They also have James Cook, who got absolutely smothered today. They didn't really do anything on offense, it looks like. Other than that, it's a great dub for the organization. We'll get into the recruiting and so forth for where we're at now, and then we'll wrap up and get ready for the next week. All right, so quickly going over the recruiting news, I guess you could say, from the week. So a couple have locked us out, which it's not too hard to unlock if you use enough points. Had a few visits that week, all plus 1,000s, which is big. Damon Everett, quarterback that we're looking at, it was a big one. And here's kind of all the XP. And now let's get into the rest of the recruiting here. All right, going on into our recruiting board here before we face South Carolina. At quarterback, obviously Damon Everett, who we know has that 90 throw power and can really come in hot, especially with 84 accuracy. That's already higher than Milton's. Maybe our starting quarterback if we're able to land him. Rashad White, our big power back with 90 trucking, decent speed. We want to bring him in for the future. We have decent running backs for now, but definitely one of our biggest recruits. Tim Roberts was another one that we found, and maybe a diamond in the rough and maybe more realistic just to add depth. Fullback we still really need, especially for our dual fullback formations. We run a lot of tight ends. I think our D tackle even plays some. So we're really picking at straws here. There's not much, but we're going to take what we can get there. All 4 receivers we're actually in the lead on. We don't even really need receivers, but they're all pretty highly rated. So there's no harm in just having a few extra guys just in case. We're going to keep the points pretty much as is for now. Tackle, obviously want depth at the O-line position. and Matt Smith is probably the best tackle in the country. May not get him, but not many other teams after him. Here at guard, we got Dwayne Gaddis, where we lead, another top guard recruit for the O-line. And then we have Matt Bell, who was a diamond in the rough, plus 12 overall. He was a 68 when I found him, only a 3-star, so we're going after him heavily. Coming in an 80 overall freshman guard is unreal. And just a few other guys. Looks like we just end up removing them if we don't really need them and they don't really have interest. No point in wasting points. DN, we do want to bolster the defense a little since the D coordinator doesn't like recruiting. It's all on me, but not many points going there this week. We'll try to reallocate some of that to make it a little more even. We do need a punter. This guy's a 3-star, but still is being recruited by Michigan. So we might have to dip even further there, but here's the athletes we found. I think we had like 9 at a point. We're down to 3 for now, and I think we might end up getting rid of Pierre Hayden. He just doesn't fit us. He does have that A speed, so maybe we wait and see what he has under that skin or something. But anyway, that's pretty much it for the recruiting. I'm going to try and go in here and reallocate a little bit and also schedule some visits and whatnot, and then prepare for South Carolina, which I'm not sure if I'm going to show that in a video. It's a pretty bad game, and I don't want every game to just be, or video to just be gameplay. But I'll get on that, and I'll see you guys in the next one, and hopefully we have another big game for you. Alright, so before we end it, I actually want to go through the skill trees and actually show you some of the ESPN stuff so you can know what's going on with the standings and the Heisman. We were thinking about going with the next level on Daylight since we're a running team, but this adds throw power and accuracy to all quarterbacks, which is something we desperately need, is accuracy and power with the way we run our offense. And we're actually ranked 16th in the country going into our game with South Carolina, which will be the next video. It's another SEC matchup at home. But checking out some of the ESPN things here, we got the top 25, OSU #1, then Bama, who we play later in the season, Coastal Carolina up there, but no real surprises other than that. Obviously it's different than real life because some teams won, some teams lost, but pretty accurate. Appalachian State also was ranked at a point, I believe, this year. And there you go. Let's see if there's others receiving votes here. There is that. Ole Miss, not even in the top 25. Matt Corral has fallen off. Just checking the media, kind of see where we're at there. 17th, about the same. Now we're going to go into the conference standings and see where we're at after that win against Georgia. Like I said, we're 1-1 now. Florida's in first and also has the tiebreaker on us. But if they lose, we win out in the SEC. We will be in first with the tiebreaker over Georgia. Bama, of course, winning the West, followed by Auburn, A&M, LSU. And just because I'm interested in the Big Ten, because I like Ohio State, just wanted to check out how those standings looked, even though they're not split in the East and West, which is fine. Heisman race, Rashad White from Arizona State was supposed to be a lot better in real life, but he's the Heisman leader with not that great of stats, in my opinion. I mean, I guess 800 yards through, 6 or 7 weeks is pretty good, but I don't know. I don't know how they do it. And there's the rest of the list. And I'll see you guys at South Carolina. That'll be the next video. Make sure to like and sub. And D, go ahead, drop the beat.